Well, let me do this real quick. Let me take a sip of coffee. I'll tell you about my latest project. What we have here is an AR-30 amateur radio antenna rotor. It's marked and built as an AR-22, even though it says AR-30 with the serial number back here. I felt that was kind of strange. But anyway, it's an AR-30 built as an AR-22R. And this is the original control box. And it runs this little motor. It's got a 4-step gear reduction on it. The gears are mounted in here. This is its limit. There's limit switches that go in here when it gets north to south. This gear, ring gear, fits inside here. All right, see the lugs? And they go inside those lugs there. Okay, being an AR-22R, it does not have the potentiometer and the stop switches. All that is controlled with this sensor switch here that runs on a cam, and it counts the rotor, and that's how it keeps it in time. But anyway, I just got these 4 pieces back from Powder Tech over on the Industrial Loop side in Orange Park. And this is my first powder coat job. As you can see, they did real good. I've already ordered all the hardware. This is stainless. All stainless steel going back in here with this. Even the clamps that go around. The antenna mast mounts inside there and it clamps down. And I had them do this while I was at it. Look how pretty that is in there. And they taped off the shafts. Okay. I'm going to order a bearing set. There's a set of bearings that ride on here. I'm going to upgrade this to a ham 4, CDE ham 4 antenna rotor. I'm going to leave the box alone. It will be, this is an AR-10 box, and I will leave it exactly the way it was. And I'll do a ham 4 rotor control box, and the rest of this will be built back up as an AR-22 CDE AR-22R. Now, what is really interesting with this is when I was a young man, I rode my bicycle down to this gentleman's house, and I've actually turned this, and I've talked on this radio 6, 7, 8 years old. So I'm doing a restoration on the rotor. I have his radio equipment. I'll show it to you later on. And I'm going to do a complete restoration and upgrade. And I'm going to enjoy it. And hopefully I'll return it back to the family if that's what they want. And it'll all be done real pretty. But that's the story on this. This got me into CB radio, which got me into ham radio. Anybody knows me, I've had some sort of radio in my vehicles ever since. But this is my latest project. You can see right here where the bearings. This particular bearing set, there's only 12 bearings in it. I don't know where, Here, I put it on the Folgers can. You see how that band goes around? There's a bearing that goes up, one on the top, one on the bottom, for a total of 12. And I'm going to change it out. And right in here, you can see where the bearings would run. It's got a full set of bearings that goes all the way around it on both sides. And this guy right here, you can see where the bearing track runs in here. That goes in just like that. And then the bolts go down in there like that, and bolts this bell, they call it a bell, bolts the bell up on the other side. That's why they call it a bell. But actually when you assemble it with the new bearing set, you turn it upside down and you stuff the bearings into that track and you build it upside down. And there's a potentiometer that rides in that groove that actually tells you north, south, east, and west as this shell or bell rotates. Pretty neat. Look up HAM 4, H-A-M, Roman numeral 4, and you could see it in operation. Give you an idea what this looked like. This is one of the mounting clamps that I took off of them. There's 4 of these, and they actually fit inside of here. That's the way the whole rotor looked like that. It all looked like that. But that's my latest project. Next time you see it, I'll have the gear set in and timed, and you'll be able to see it for yourself in operation. There it is. Thanks for watching, and I'll keep you posted. All right. Talk to y'all later. Bye-bye.